Yesterday, while having a conversation with a friend, I got an invitation. Don't let them take your mind away. An invitation to not let someone take your mind away. And let me explain what it means. So, I was having this conversation with my friend who's having a rough time with his boss, who seems to be very rude and critical and not at all encouraging despite his best efforts. And this has been going on for a while, and my friend has this constant inner dialogue and self-talk that is going on, which is adding to the already challenging situation he's having with his boss. And we can always relate to that. We can all relate to that. Whenever we are faced with a challenging situation or a challenging person who's not friendly, who's not warm, not even neutral, but really, really rude and somebody who puts you down, sarcastic, and there's a sense of negativity around them. And we all have been in those situations. And then if we have to be around that person for a lot of time and frequently, there's an inner dialogue and self-talk that starts in our head and remains to continue in our head about that person. It creates a lot more stress, worry, and worsens the situation. We're not able to focus. We're not able to focus on the things that require our attention. It takes away our energy. It lifts or elevates our stress levels, not good for our health. And while I was having this conversation and thinking about how then our self-talk becomes so unhealthy that it's hard to kind of live within and with ourselves because of somebody else and responses and reactions and actions of somebody else is creating a situation within ourselves that it is hard to live within and with ourselves. And I was reminded of a short conversation that happened between Dalai Lama, who was a Tibetan monk, and when he won the Nobel Prize for Peace, a reporter asked him that, what does he feel about Chinese government's repression and genocide of Tibetan people, culture, and country? And his response was something like this: well, Chinese have taken our land away, so should I let them take my mind away as well? And it's a very powerful reminder how wise people are clear about the fundamentals of life. There are situations and circumstances and people we really cannot control, but at the end of the day, our mind, our inner dialogue, and our capacity, our attitude to remain at peace and calm is something we can control. And if we don't have it right now, we can scale upon it. We can build that via practice. And that is the power of practice. Whatever we practice day on and day out, that becomes our natural response. So what I leave you with is that whenever you're faced with such a situation or a person, when your inner dialogue and self-talk is becoming really unhealthy and going on for hours and hours, ask yourself, do you want that situation and person to take your mind and peace away as well? Because it's taking away even the rest of the hours when that situation or person is not around you. So have clarity around that fact and build via practice peaceful, calm mind, which I'm trying personally to do for a long time, because I admit I've been temperamental, I've been sensitive, so it's a work in progress, but I do see the benefit. I do see my responses, my situations also changing, because I'm trying to practice to be more calm and peaceful in the same situation where in past I would have been aggravated. And there are many ways to do that. We'll probably not talk about that in this video, but some of the simple ways are building a meditation practice and daily reading or listening to somebody who's wiser than you, who gives you a perspective and inspiration, and then you get back to your daily meditation practice to build that calm, peaceful, non-reactive mind. And it's a constantly evolving process. You just start from where you are, like I did, and then gradually taking steps one by one. And over the months and years, you start to see the shift. And that is going to be the greatest asset, or probably the greatest accomplishment in life, because everything else can change, everything else can be taken away. But our mind and the state of our mind is something that we can control and regulate. All it needs is practice. So as I took that invitation yesterday to not let the situation or other person take my mind and peace of mind away, I share that invitation with you. Explore that invitation and what it means to you via practice and see what comes out. And as always, love, peace, and health. Thank you.